everyone. My name is Haleigh Snow. I am a 4-year senior, and I am very grateful to be a 2-year recipient of the Kilbourne grant. On behalf of all the recipients today, I would like to start by giving a large thanks to Mr. Kilbourne, who is supposed to be here with us today but couldn't make it because of the ice. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Kilbourne is a Taft alumnus, class of 1958. He established this fund in memory of his parents, Samuel and Evelyn Kilbourne. The fund provides Taft students with an opportunity to engage in enriching summer programs in the arts. With the help of this grant, I have attended the Bates Dance Festival Young Dancers Workshop the past 2 summers. The workshop is a 3-week summer intensive located at Bates College in Lewiston, Maine. The programs consisted of mostly modern and ballet classes, but also extended to hip-hop, jazz, repertory, kinstretch, point, musical theater, and bodyology, etc. Classes took place 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. In addition, every night we would have dance-related activities, including yoga, lecture demonstrations, body wellness sessions, and performances. The Young Dancers Workshop helped strengthen my physical abilities, gave me an opportunity to step outside my comfort zone, and strengthen my confidence as a dancer and as a person overall. I can honestly talk about my time at Bates for hours. Because of the small time frame and risk of boring non-dancers, I encourage anyone actually interested in my time at Bates to reach out to me. Special thanks to Ms. Serber, Mrs. Pfeiffer, and Mr. Kilbourne for making my experience possible. Thank you.
So for my Kilbourne, I received a Kilbourne grant this past summer to go to Cuba with Rustic Pathways for a photography program. And it was an amazing experience, actually so great that I'm going for another photography trip to Morocco this coming summer. So I just have a quick slideshow for my trip. I'm so grateful to Ms. Pfeiffer and Mr. Kilbourne for making this trip possible, so feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about Rustic trips, the Kilbourne grant, or anything like that. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Fiona. I'm a 4-year senior. And over the summer, I went to Dublin, Ireland to go to an acting program at the Lear, which is a part of Trinity College, which is the biggest college in Ireland. So I have a little video that's not supposed to have music playing. It's courtesy of somebody else in the group. Thankfully, someone wore a video recorder for some of the classes and some of the days, so we have these clips. Basically, it was a 10 to 5 day, and classes were half an hour. You had 2 classes in the morning, lunch, and then 2 classes in the afternoon. Classes went anywhere from voice, movement, acting technique, improvisation. We did some really weird stuff the first week, and then the second week we got into monologue work. But I kind of want to talk more about the first week because that was more fun for me. So one of the classes that we did, we had to work on focus, and so we had to look into other students' or actors' eyes for the entire class pretty much. So it's like an hour-long stint. And it's uncomfortable, that's the point. You're not supposed to feel comfortable with it, but it's something that I had never done before and something that I think changed me as an actor and a person, because you really connect to the person that you're looking at. And as Logan and Haleigh said before me, I could talk about it for hours. I have so many experiences that I'd like to share with anyone who's interested, and I'd like to give a huge thank you to Mr. Kilbourne, Mrs. Pfeiffer, Mr. Pfeiffer, the committee that allowed me to go to Dublin, which is where my mom came from, so I feel a really strong connection there. And now I know that theater is something that I do want to pursue with my life. That's kind of why I went. I was figuring it out, and now I got it. So thank you so much for that.
Hello, my name is Liz, and I am a 3-year senior. This summer, I went on an advanced photography trip to Iceland through a program called Broadreach, thanks to the Kilbourne and Pool grants. So I took all the photos you'll be seeing except for these 2. For 3 weeks, myself and 10 other kids, along with 2 counselors, traveled the island, learning more about photography in Iceland and earning 3 college credits. Our photography lessons were every 2 to 3 days and consisted of learning a new technique of shooting. Then the next couple of days we would focus on that subject while we took photos. We would then have a critique where we would submit our pictures and give compliments and constructive criticism to each other. Our assignments varied from panoramas such as these to portraits, and we even had to create a blog and a blog post. So while learning about photography, we took daily adventures. We started in the capital of Reykjavik, and then went snorkeling between tectonic plates, hiked in Thorsmork, which is also known as the Valley of Thor. We explored a lot of different waterfalls. We went glacier hiking, climbed a volcanic crater, walked in a lava field, went whale watching and horseback riding, and along the way we saw puffins, dolphins, foxes, and a lot of sheep. So at the end of the trip, we had to assemble a final portfolio to share, and I wanted to incorporate the people into the landscapes we were seeing because tourists from all around the world traveled to Iceland to see its natural beauty. Wherever we went, there was someone else there. I wanted to capture a realistic image of Iceland that had an emphasis on tourists rather than isolated nature. I captured people and landscapes to emphasize that everyone can enjoy the undeniable beauty of nature and that ecotourism is not always a bad thing and can help protect the environment. So to end, I'd like to thank everyone a part of the Kilbourne Grant Committee and Pool Grant Committee who gave me this amazing experience. And if you have any questions about Broadreach or my trip, feel free to reach out. Thank you.
All right, just to close up, I want to echo what my peers have said. I strongly encourage anyone who is interested in a performing arts or visual arts program to apply for this grant. The Kilbourne grant is available to all mid and upper mid students. Even though all recipients you heard from today were female, you don't have to be female. All males and females are welcome to apply. If you need help finding a program, you can reach out to any of your art teachers here. Students interested in the grant must submit a 1-page written proposal. The proposal must include information about the program you would like to attend and why you would wish to do the program. The proposal should be sent to Mrs. Pfeiffer. Thank you all for your attention this morning. Again, any questions can be directed to Mrs. Pfeiffer, any of the recipients. Thanks, have a great day.